MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Marcus Stroman is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Here's Javier Baez, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch as we are underway here in Game 2.
First pitch, 7-0
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So stepping in, Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Hayward, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
At the plate, Chris Bryant. First pitch on its way. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Slow roller left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Yu Darvish will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early. If he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike 1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Three-two pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So here's Pete Alonso. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 3 for 9. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Bryant's got it. Kipnis on to first. A double play.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Darvish pauses. Here's the pitch. The 1-0. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Still no score. Cubs four-hole hitter Kyle Schwarber. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those two early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Wind up the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And this one bounds around against the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Boy, you know, D-Roll, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0. Down the third baseline. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
That is 7. The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Nimmo is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Stepping in now, Yu Darvish, as he's going to try to move those runners along, but he misses the bunt attempt for strike one.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. To second, there's Cano. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Last half of the second set to go, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And now a pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. The 2-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
In now, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Darvish has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least one or two times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
3-0 to him now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
The 3-1. And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Set, here it comes. The 1-0. Cespedes out in front here as this is pulled into the seats, foul down the left side. 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. Barehanded for 1. On to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. They trail it here 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. In time.
Now back, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Back up the middle. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-0. Bryant, the runner at first with 2 gone. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Cubs strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the third now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First delivery to him on the way. And that's up and in for ball one.
Count 1-0.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. He's set, and the pitch. Low for ball one. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And so with two away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. So here now is the pitcher, Marcus Stroman. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here comes the first pitch. Darvish pauses. 0-1 on its way. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
2 out, nobody on. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Rizzo is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. And this one's over at the knees. 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. A shot down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Nimmo. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
Into the box, Ian Happ looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now here it comes. And there's ball 1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And Cano with the stop. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Big league play in the hole right there. And that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes is there. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they hold a 2-0 lead. Standing in, Jeff McNeil. He drew a walk his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1-0 the count. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-2 one more time. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, woof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just off the inside corner, taken for a ball. And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Got a full count. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Kipnis onto the grass. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
The catcher, number 40,
Now in the box, Wilson Ramos flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch. Lifted in the air to center field. Hap is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson.
Here's Robbie Cano now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First offering on its way.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
outside. 3-0 now.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Darvish pauses. Here's the delivery. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Line drive to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 2-0. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Jason Kipnis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1, well below the zone. Hit hard to the right. Foul. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
The 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Yu Darvish. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Cano has it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Now it's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Throw over to the bag, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're up 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Mets, the left fielder, Go ahead. That's
first offering on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. It seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2. This is skied into short left center. Schwarber comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Now back, not shortstop, Rosario.
Coming to the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And this will bang up against the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Nope. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Davis, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Justin Wilson takes over to start the 6th inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the New York Mets, number 38, Justin Wilson.
So digging in now, Jason Hayward. 0-for-2 on his line thus far.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Two and 0.
Ball 2.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out to right. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fouled off. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The center fielder, number 8.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Two down, runners at first and second. Short, hit hard. Rosario's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Cubs lead it 2-0. So here's Jeff McNeil. Last time through was a base hit.
The third baseman, number 6.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. McNeil, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a 12th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Darvish delivers the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Standing in, Pete Alonso, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
So striding in, Michael Conforto. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First offering on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail things here 2-0. Brad Brock is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. He's set. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Got to think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Yu Darvish.
Standing in now, the pitcher, Yu Darvish. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ready with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Rolled slowly to first. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cubs 2 and the Mets nothing. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Leadoff man gone now for Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And he fouls this one off. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Jerry's Familia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Javier Baez. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's down.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he misses it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
At the plate now, Chris Bryant. And there he goes towards second. The tag gets 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Dan Winkler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And digging in is the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Now the 2-0. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
And it's fouled away. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Dominic Smith will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fouled off. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. Count now, a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it is. On the ground to the left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the harder plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Next up from New York, Pete Alonso. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
Now it's 3-1.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. Robert Gesellman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Into the upper deck, but foul. One and one to Schwarber. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back?
And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Liner toward right center. Nimmo is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Digging in once again, Ian Happ. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Runners on first with 1 down. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slider. Oh, look out as that one just about took his nose off. The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll head now to the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cubs 2 and the Mets nothing. Greg Kimbrell is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 46, Greg Kimbrell.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth-inning rally. Here comes the first pitch.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Here comes the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Howe is there, one away. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Now back, second baseman, Robinson.
Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Cano, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Down and away, ball 1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Yoenis Cespedes would be next. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward on the run. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over.
How about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Been crazy, come where you living at. Kick down the door, get down and get gone. I ain't come here for the chitter chat, but I'm far removed from that gangster. It don't make much sense, rather make me rich. Don't be last time, ain't no objections. So stop acting like I'm an activist. No, this ain't happen on accident. They giving man to the African. It'll never be another one after this.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Cubbies even up this division series at 1 game apiece. Yu Darvish gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is